Welcome to the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the guru inside of you. Hello, beautiful. Hello, handsome. How you doing today? And if no one has told you today that they love you, well, let me be the first. little action, FX. Old school style. Hey, how you doing, everybody? It's Ilan Bomani. And today we've been doing a phenomenal series on healthy relationships. And today is just for those couples out there. We're going to show you on the Holy Yogi show today, healthy relationship tips for couples. Healthy relationship tips. I cannot say that. Relationship tips for couples. We're going to do that today. And we're going to begin with this. Now, one of the good things about we've established in the last previous episodes, which I want you to check out, episode 1 on how to have a healthy relationship, episode 2 on love challenge, as far as those wonderful beginning relationship tips that I gave you, and then I want you to watch number 3 to see if you take the relationship quiz. Are you in a healthy relationship quiz to see what it takes to be in a healthy relationship? Now, after you go through that, then we're going to talk about couples, because what most people do, they go backwards or they go forward too soon. Because one of the key things that you must do is make sure that you have a healthy relationship with yourself first and foremost. Okay? Relationship with God, relationship with you, because God is you and you are God. Okay, we've established that, right? Okay, we got that right. The second thing is making sure you have a relationship with the other family, friends, and loved ones. Second of all. Then, once you kind of work on that relationship, you're ready to graduate to the hunky-dory relationships that most people want to be in. Your significant other, your partner, your boo, your babe. And so we're going to talk about that. But first, you got to go through making sure you got the basic core foundation down to a science of what a healthy relationship looks like. So make sure you go back to those tapes. So healthy relationship tips for couples is that what I want you to do is, number 1, I want you to really focus on liking that person for who and what they are. I think I want you to focus on making sure you're through the rose-colored glasses phase of the relationship, where everything is all peachy keen, and it's supposed to be that way, very loving. But sometimes people are not who they actually are. They put their best foot forward, and then that gets kind of tired, and then their habits start to show up. So one of the things that you want to do is to be very, number 1, open and honest with yourself and that person on the type of person that you are. Be your authentic self, okay? Don't perpetrate a fraud, and don't be something that you are not, or that you expect or think that other person expects you to be. For example, if you really honestly cannot afford to take her out to that 5-star restaurant, then be open and honest about it and tell her, hey, look, you deserve a 5-star restaurant, so what I am going to do is cook you a phenomenal home-cooked meal like a 5-star restaurant. And I promise you, she will appreciate that more. But number 1, you being honest, and number 2, she'd rather see the effort of you sitting back and doing the cooking, as opposed to taking to a 5-star restaurant and putting the money down. Anybody can do that. But what she knows is that when you're sitting at home and you're preparing that meal and you're doing something that you've never done before, more importantly, each and every aspect of preparing that meal, you're thinking about her and making sure that you're putting in the right spices and the right touch to make sure the candles are lit. You know, the table is set really nice. You got a little rose in the middle of the table. You know, all those little intricate, lovey-dovey things she would appreciate more than going to a restaurant, having the ambiance, seeing the wine list, picking it out, having great conversation. You know why? Because you put a lot more time and energy into that meal just for her. I promise you that'll work out. And for you ladies, the same goes for you. You know, be open and honest and authentic with who and what you are from the very beginning, so later on you won't get frustrated and upset with the fact that you're living up to an image that you cannot live through. Okay, so number one, be your honest from the very jumpstart, from the very beginning. Be your honest, authentic self, because then you don't have to worry about changing for anybody else or creating stress and pressure upon yourself. Number two, tips for couple, is that it takes two to tango. Focus all your energies on making her happy. And then in return, she focus all her energy. You focus all your energies on making him happy. Okay. If everybody's main focus is to be loving, positive, and creating a happy relationship, that is the type of relationship you will have. It's really that simple. No relationship is authentic and real if you have the drama in it. No relationship is authentic and real because you have to have an argument to determine if it's a real relationship. That's not true, okay? That's an illusion. You can go throughout the relationship without any drama and without any arguments, and you don't have to imitate what you see in those soap operas or those reality TV shows that, once again, is not a real reality. It is made-up TV to entertain you. So keep in mind that love is kind, it is gentle, it is compassionate, it is giving, it is sincere, it is authentic, and it is fun. That is a true, healthy relationship. So you want to put your best foot forward of being your true, natural, original self. And like I said, if she's coming in that relationship completely whole, confident, self-assured, and loving herself, and you're going in that relationship completely whole, confident, and loving yourself, then you're going to meet two people that are going to have a lot in common in confident, healthy, positive relationship, and you're going to enhance and fortify each other. Another tip, give that relationship space and freedom. I know you're excited and you feel like you want to be around that person all of the time. But like anything in life, all things in balance. Don't change your life or your situation and circumstances based upon that relationship. What I mean by that is make sure you're doing quality time to live out your life purpose and what you are supposed to do on this earth to represent God, to make it the best place possible, universe to live on. And in turn, make sure that that person is doing the exact same thing too, okay? So you want to do that. Make sure you give each other time and space, and that you do not forsake your family, you do not forsake your friends for the relationship. Because if it works, your family needs to be there for you. And if it does not work, your family really needs to be there for you to put you through those challenging times. So the key thing about it is make sure you have a healthy, happy relationship while you're in a relationship with all your family and friends, and you're balancing it. That you give enough time and love and attention to each and every party in your life. I hope that makes sense to a lot of you that are out there. Another good relationship tip is this, and that is open and honest communication. For any relationship to work out, you gotta talk, and make sure, and you gotta negotiate just like any other, family business is relationship business that you're in. make sure that you have open and honest communication, and that you discuss honestly your likes and also your dislikes in a relationship, and that you both figure out how you can balance the juggling act to either accept the pros and cons of the relationship and make it mesh and make it work that benefits the both of you, okay? So we discuss, and make sure you're putting in the necessary time in a relationship. Do not take that other person for granted. Please do not do that. Make sure you're putting in that quality time, checking in periodically to making sure that they're happy and they're healthy and that they are wealthy also. So that is very important. And, another thing that is real important is that, you're putting in the time, you are making sure you're paying attention to that person, and you're making sure that you're still having a life and you're fulfilling all the things that you need to do in life, that you make sure you allow that individual to not only be their authentic self, but more importantly, that you focus on what their dreams and aspirations are, and you encourage them and you help them achieve their dreams and aspirations. Make sure you two have something really in common that just you and she, he and she and you and he can do together. Like you might like to work out together, something that you guys, do together on a consistent basis. Or you may like to, go to a movie, have a date night on a weekly basis. You may have common as far as sports are concerned. Go to a sports match or watch, sports on TV. Or maybe you might like to go to the movies. Something that, you two, make a commitment to, that you guys can do together, that you guys like to do together. People, families, couples that pray together, stay together. That's good that you both realize that God is at the center of your relationship, and that you're answering to a higher source. So that keeps you in alignment with the honesty, with the trust, with the love, with the commitment, with the peace, and the calm communication that's supposed to be inside of a relationship. So those are my tips for you, okay? As far as, what is important to have a healthy relationship. And stay in the light, meaning that focus on love, acceptance, and forgiveness of every millisecond of every day. But make sure that you're communicating that love and acceptance and forgiveness. That is very, very important in a loving relationship, okay? And do me one major, 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 major favor. That challenge I'm talking to you about a couple days ago? If you haven't seen that challenge yet, go to it. Because the one thing that we always say, number one, every day when you wake up with each other, or if you see each other, or if you're texting each other, it's good to check in and just simply put, pray for them. I love you. Say to them, I love you. And do something loving for the day. And once again, it's not always about the money. It's, like I said, putting gas in the car. It's a text message. It's a love note. It's a, something really minor. You heard her mention a book that she really likes. So you show up one day with that book. Man, he was really thinking, about me, and he was really listening to me about, something that was important to them. Little basic things, they might like puppies or whatever. Get her a puppy keychain, with a favorite puppy, maybe a pit bull or Yorkie or something like that. Just those little teeny little tokens of appreciation. Just saying, I love you and I'm paying attention to you goes a long way. Well, listen, I hope you enjoyed our healthy relationship tips for couples, and I hope to see plenty of brand new couples, and that you take that tip into Valentine's Day, and let's have a wonderful opportunity and time to spread the word by spreading the love, and I promise you, you spread the wealth of smooshes. Oh, last but not least, do me a favor. If you like what we're sharing with you, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. I promise you, I answer all your comments. And more importantly, what I want you to do is participate in the Love Challenge we're going to have February the 4th. It's going to start on Monday. And that's for 7 days that we're going to spread the love. I just cannot wait to get your response about what that experience is all about. Because, sometimes we're thinking it, but we don't express it. Sometimes we're praying for it, but we're not, demonstrating it in the world. A good, a random act of kindness and love is maybe paying for someone's toll, when you're driving or something of that nature. Giving someone a compliment, saying, hey, you did a good job on that paper today. All those things go such a long way. Well, with that said, I will see you at the place of love, peace, happiness, and joy. Bye-bye for now.